Video we shall be learning about what is accounting, introduction to its basic components, objectives of accounting, and then lastly the branches of accounting. So now first of all let us start with the definition of accounting. So what does accounting means? Accounting may be defined as a process of, it is a process of number one, identifying, then measuring, recording, and communicating the economic events of, so what they communicate, the economic events of an organization to the interested users of information. Economic events of a company to whom? To the interested users of the information. So once again let us repeat. The definition of accounting means it is a process of identifying, measuring, recording, communicating the economic events of a company to the interested users of the information. So accounting plays a significant role in the economic affairs of a society as it provides much needed information to the concerned management. Accounting information is also important for them who have indirect financial interest. So it is also important for indirect, for the persons who have indirect financial interest such as tax, for example, tax, labor unions, we can say tax authorities, labor unions, trade associations, stock exchange, shareholders, and many more. So now let us discuss what are the different objectives of accounting. So these are important. What are the various objectives of accounting? Number one is maintenance of proper records of business. Maintain proper records of business. This is done by recording all the business transactions in a ledger regularly with a view to preparing necessary financial statements as and when required. So an important book of records known as ledger should be maintained to get the proper records of business regularly which helps to prepare the financial statement as and when required. Now comes the second one. The second objective of accounting is calculation of profit and loss. This information is available from the profit and loss statements, and this is the final this helps in the final preparation of the financial statements such as balance sheet. The third one is depiction of financial position, depiction of financial position. It helps to determine the financial position of the enterprise or any company through the balance sheet. The financial position is always reflected through balance sheet. Now comes the fourth one, availability of information to various users. So it acts as a source of information to various users. So this information is needed by either the internal users or the external users. We can classify it into two types, the internal and external users. The officers and staff of an enterprise need useful and timely information for making the various business decisions. So what is the information that is required by the internal users? It may be the net profits, then cash in hand, then the products which are more profitable, that is we can say the demand or the products in demand currently in the market. So then comes the products in demand, or also the products that are not making any profit, products which are losing the market. So these are some of the examples of the information that is required by the internal users. On the other hand, some information is required by the external users also, such as assets and liabilities of a business enterprise. Assets and liabilities of a company. The amount of the time of payment of dividend and interest. So time of payments such as dividends, interest to the shareholders and the investors, and lastly the performance of the earning capacity of the business enterprise. We can say the turnover of the company. So this is of the primary importance for the investors. And the fifth objective is to comply the legal requirements. So the fifth objective is to comply the legal requirements. So the legal requirements can be regarding the income tax, it can be regarding the income tax, we can say, also regarding the audits. So these are some of the legal requirements that are to be complied in relation to the accounting. So now what are the various limitations of accounting? So accounting must be having some limitations. Let us understand them in brief. The limitations associated with accounting. So it is first of all restricted to the limits laid down by various laws. Restricted to concepts and conventions of accounting. It cannot go against or overrule such generally accepted accounting principles. Next comes the transaction which cannot be expressed in terms of money are not recorded in accounting. So the qualitative aspect of transaction is not included. In accounting, cost concept is followed. The changing prices are not taken into account, we can say the inflation and depreciation do conflict with the principles of accounting. So next, the accounting policies are framed by accountants only, so there is always an individual judgmental variations, we can say the individual interpretation leads to ambiguity. So more than one interpretations are there. Next comes the accounting provision is made to the concepts of conservation for prospective losses like bad debts, but no provision is made for prospective profits. So future prospects cannot be determined. So these were the some of important limitations that are related to that of accounting. So now what are the various branches of accounting? I am just telling you in brief, otherwise these are really detailed topics. So what are the various branches of accounting? Number one comes the financial accounting. So the number one is financial accounting. It is mainly concerned with the record keeping towards the preparation of profit loss accounts and balance sheets. So it reflects that it helps to prepare profit and loss statements and balance sheet. The main purpose of financial accounting is to prepare the necessary accounts and then to record the transactions which concern or affect the business and to apprise the owners of business about the financial state of the business. So ultimately it depicts the current financial position of company. So the second is the cost accounting. So what is the cost accounting? It is the process of accounting for the cost. It is a systematic procedure for determining the unit cost of the output produced or services rendered. So it helps to calculate unit cost of output produced or the services rendered. The main function of cost accounting is to find out the cost of product and help the management in controlling the cost. Thus, it helps to regulate cost of products with changing market trends. Now next comes the third one, that is management accounting. The third one is management accounting. It is primarily concerned with the supply of information which is useful to the management in making the decision for smooth and efficient running of business. Another important function of management accounting is to enable the business to earn maximum profit by effective management of finance. So it only deals with managerial aspects that help to effectively control the finances and moreover helps to take the smooth decisions. So it helps in decision making powers. So students, this was all regarding the main introduction of the accounting. I had explained accounting in very brief description, otherwise it is a very detailed topic and you can refer books for more information. So accounting definition is covered, then the objectives, limitations, and finally the branches of accounting. I hope that concept of accounting is clear to you now.